Ladies and gentlemen, my friend from the Texas Hill Country, you all know him as Tommy from The Last of Us, but I know him as a Texas singing hooligan of ballads, Gabriel Luna. There you are, buddy. Nice to see you.
What is that?
This is Quiche. Look out. Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna think when
That's right.
The Quiche Show. Yeah.
Wow, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been so long, but also feels like yesterday.
That's just the way it goes. That's just the way time goes by. But you look great. I really appreciate this Canadian tuxedo you're rocking.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's very much in the vein of like the Tommy Miller
it's like how we
character,
were hanging
okay.
out back in the day. Just
I
the same,
mean, always.
buttons
In
and
fact,
everything.
I think you were wearing the same thing when I met you.
Well, I do wash my clothes, everybody.
But you're getting a lot fancier these days. You're eating quiche and you got yourself a smartphone and all that.
I know. You know what? I said I wouldn't do the smartphone thing. But the
I
grandkids just want to FaceTime.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I was laughing because I was telling you earlier how when I met you, I had a Nokia brick phone. You thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a Star Trek phaser.
Oh yeah, I mean those things were so loud. They're just like they were like talking on a walkie-talkie. Everyone talking back to you said you hear everything everyone's saying.
From what I heard, people could never get you on the walkie. You just had kind of a sixth sense when people need things or guitars need to be switched out. They couldn't get you on the walkie because you were already doing the
I'm
job.
already doing the job. Thank you. Thank you for
Well,
noticing
It's a
that.
pleasure to be here. I'm honored.
I'm a wanted roadie. That's what they say.
That's right.
Oh man, I have so many things to talk about. So many
Sure.
things to get into. Oh my bifocals. My bifocals. I don't have them. They're in my closet.
He need his reading glasses.
God damn it. I didn't want to have readers. And then I said, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel so much older than I am.
What do you think about this laser eye surgery?
I don't want anything pointy in the surgery. Just thinking about getting surgery in my eye just gets me all nervous. Has you ever thought about doing
Well,
that?
I don't know if it's, I guess it's pointy in the sense it's a laser, but
You know that scene from, what's it called when when everyone's thinking there's something bad going on in the world, but it's conspiracy theory
right.
with,
What you heard about,
what's his name?
what's the conspiracy?
In the conspiracy theory movie. Oh, man.
Who's in that one? Julia Roberts is in that one.
Yeah, and Harry, his
Mel-
name is Harry.
Mel Gibson.
Mel
yeah.
Gibson, he takes his eye, the bad guy takes his eye and tapes it,
That's right.
and I just go, ah!
Yeah, no.
Turn
I
it
can't do
off.
I don't know if that's what they do when they give you laser eye surgery, but
They don't?
I mean, I've never got it done, so I couldn't guarantee that it wouldn't happen. But
In my mind, I think that's what they do. In my nightmares. Like falling on a pencil,
no.
something bad, stepping on a nail.
Well, you shouldn't see that new picture they got where everybody's dying all the time. They were like really crazy, like
Oh, like a Final Destination thing.
yeah, like
Oh, I
what
did.
are those machines? The rubes? What are those called?
Oh.
Like mousetrap?
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks for that. No.
And then
no.
it's just a series of unfortunate mechanical
Yeah.
steps to ultimately lead to a pencil going in your eye.
Oh, God. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Oh,
Oh,
man.
here we go. They're flying in your
I think the right
bifocals.
one. All right, here.
It looks like maybe one of your girlfriends left those over here.
These are Sherry's. All right. So, I want to get to what I was going to say to you. Jerry, Jeff, Willie,
Yeah,
Chris, they all wrote songs about being on the road
that's right.
and living with wildlife. And
Living with wildlife?
Just well, that too, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of wildlife in between, wild lives.
Ah, I see.
And I was wondering, is there a song from one of them that feels like it could have been written about your journey?
I kind of like London Homesick Blues,
London
by
Homesick
Jerry
Blues.
Jeff,
Jerry Jeff.
which is a great song. It's just about kind of a guy from Texas just being elsewhere, traveling around the world and just feeling like as much as it's exciting and wild and unique and cool experience, you just kind of feel always a little bit like a fish out of water because, you just kind of do things different. But Stay All Night's a good song for Willie Nelson. I like that one too. Most of those guys, a lot of their tunes will ring true because being from where I'm from. But Jerry Jeff, I think he used to work with Jerry Jeff because I used to see him at the YMCA down there on Town Lake.
That's where we met, I thought.
He used to always talk about, oh man, I got this one Roadie Cliff and this guy, you kidding me?
Thanks for bringing that up. I was thinking, I
Hey.
was wondering if it was the Green Hall or if it was YMCA, but I know that, one time I was going in, meeting my friend JT Money, he was working the sound at Green Hall, and that's when I first saw Jerry. I was asking my assistant, I said, did I meet Jerry Did I meet Jerry at Green Hall, or did I meet Gabriel at YMCA or Green Hall?
You probably saw both.
He said
of us.
YMCA. He said.
Yeah.
So who knows? But
I mean, little known fact, Cliff's a hooper. Y'all should know that. Cliff will put it on you. He'll drop 50 on you if you're not careful.
Look out.
Yeah, that's right. Don't let the looks fool you. Green Hall, what a place.
If you think the floorboards could talk, what would they say?
Just depends if it's which
the night's feeling.
lady you asked out on the
That's
dance
right.
floor.
Yeah, that's right. I've had a lot of good nights, a lot of crazy nights, and then a lot of downers.
Sorry to hear that.
That's all right. I just probably didn't trim my eyebrows that night, or something got in the way.
It's just crazy talking to you because sometimes I can see you staring out into space, and I can see you going back and living all these lives again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, lots of them. I don't do any drugs or anything anymore. I have a good memory.
That's good. That's good.
It's good to keep your head clear.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you can't always rely on acid flashbacks to bring back all your.
No, but sometimes I crack my back, and then all of a sudden I'll just kind of. Never happened to you?
No,
It's
I
like
don't
in the
think
middle
so.
of a conversation, just kind of crack your back, and then you kind of pause. And you don't know what's going on, but you want to get back to where you were. That's for sure. When you're writing a song, what inspires you? And I know that might sound generic, but do you ever sit and grind them out, or they come out of the air?
When I was younger, it was I made the mistake of not trying to learn other people's songs because when I was learning when I was teaching myself the guitar, I knew nothing about music theory or reading music or anything like that. So I made the mistake of just trying to kind of learn it all on my own and not leaning into other people's songs. But then of course, when I learned just the basics of music, I realized that every song is the same song. And I really kind of put myself kind of at a disadvantage by not learning other people's music. Once I did that, it all started kind of coming out pretty, kind of flowing. But early, when I was learning how to play guitar, because I used to be in a band, I used to play the drums in a band called Miner's Canary.
Miner's Canary.
Yeah, with my friend Jason. And I loved Jason's songs. I thought they were beautiful, and I was like, I want to write my own songs. So I started playing the guitar. So I was up at the Oregon Country Fair.
Oh, yeah.
And I met this old railroad hobo named Tori Vint.
Tori.
Yeah. You know Tori? Come on.
Stop.
Wow.
Stop.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So Tori Vint was just this old timer who basically went around selling cassette tapes. Each one of them probably had like 20 songs on each side.
Oh, yes.
And it would just be train song number 33, train song number 112.
Yeah, that was exactly how we went.
And then, and so he was playing the guitar one time, and I was kind of plucking lead along with him. He's like, that sounds pretty good. I was like, oh, no, it's not too good. He's like, what do you mean? It's a nice little melody. You're playing lead. That's pretty good. He's like,
you're so hard on yourself, Gabe.
yeah, and then he's like, well, do you write your own songs? And I was like, nah, not really. I'm not good enough to really do that yet. And he's like, stop it. Stop saying you can't do it.
That's right.
And then he's like, do you know 3 chords? I was like, yes, sir. All you need now is the truth, and you can write a song. And then, and so I've just kind of been a 3 chords and the truth type songwriter.
I love that. I collect pictures of clowns.
Okay.
Sad clowns, like paintings.
Oh, wow.
Some of them are smiling, but I'd say most of them aren't.
You know what? I just wrapped a program in February called Devil in Disguise about John Wayne Gacy. Do you know about that guy?
Oh, yeah, Illinois.
Do you own any of his paintings?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think I do.
You might.
If I do, I wonder how much they'd cost.
Oh, wow. You probably picked one up at a yard sale or something, not even
I'd
know
love to
about
see
it.
one.
So, yeah, he used to paint clowns, and he used to dress up as a clown.
Well, I know, but
Yeah.
something was wrong.
Something was misfiring in that man's brain, for
That's
sure.
for sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, there's one right there. Is this a John Wayne Gacy? We don't know. I don't think. I don't know if he used charcoal. Either
That's
back in
a
the day,
nice
there'd be a
one.
charcoal on a velvet. This was at the time, very trendy. Probably like in the late 70s. Painting on velvet, black velvet.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not happy.
Nah.
No,
Well-
he's not. I don't know.
I don't know. There's something in the eyes that tells me that he may not be happy, but he's not really.
He's kind of like looking at someone going, they seem nice.
Yeah. Or it's more like kind of, really?
Really? Yeah. Do you ever find that singing or playing music tells truths you can't express through your acting?
Oh, wow, yeah. No, absolutely. I take this guitar with me on every job. This guitar's got a good story to it.
Yeah.
A lot of times, things have happened when I just sit down, if I'm waiting for them to call or I'm waiting on something, I'm hoping for something, whatever the case may be, oftentimes if I just kind of noodle around on the guitar, the call will come in, the thing will happen.
Keep moving.
Yeah, it's just weird that way. And,
Feeds your heart, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so when I play at work, I usually play a song that kind of has something to do with what's going on that day or what the meaning of the scene is or whatever the case is. It just helps me kind of thread the emotions, and the moments.
I've been dabbling with the piano, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Yeah, something I love, and I like to have it play it at least once a day, just a little moment.
Yeah, I like to play the piano.
Helps my head. Would you trust a goat with your secrets?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure what animal it would be, but I wanted to ask if it would be a goat.
I think a goat would be the perfect one. You know why? Speaking of the Oregon Country Fair, that was a crazy trip. That was this one summer when I was young. I used to go do this kind of circuit. We'd start at the Kerrville Folk Festival, and then we'd go to wherever the Rainbow Gathering was that year, which traveled around, and then we'd go out west to the Oregon Country Fair in the summer. I met this guy named Ruby, who had a
Ruby?
You know Ruby too? Come on, man. Dang. So Ruby made the most incredible root beer and craft real beer, but he was famous for making that root beer. You know.
Give me cold root beer, give me nothing at all.
And he had a guy who worked for him, who was a friend of the girl that I was traveling with. He had like an old tour bus. He cut off the top roof of the back third of the bus.
Oh my God.
And then he welded a V-dub bus, one of the pop-up V-dub vans.
Wow.
He welded the top half of one of those onto the top of the bus. And so then that would pop up. He couldn't take it on the highway because the clearance was...
No, that fall over.
It would probably get hit, but basically he had like this bus that was like a treehouse because there was a bed in the back.
Oh my God.
And you can climb up the steps onto essentially what the roof or the
what a fun time. I
into
love
the
that.
V-dub bus and then pop it up and then you got another bed. So you got 3 beds. But anyway, we were on that bus one time and I forget the name of the kid, but he made a whole bunch of magic mushroom tea. And I remember I went and I sat down under this tree and there was this goat there and he must have known how I was feeling because he came and sat down next to me and put his head and
That's the sweetest
chin
thing
on
I've
my
ever
leg.
heard.
And I don't know what I told that goat, but I'm sure I told him all my life secrets.
You know,
so
Gabe,
I can trust a goat.
nature reveals itself to those it wants to, they want to see, and I feel like you're somebody that just, I would think like butterflies and birds, they just come right, you're like Snow White, and you're like, and all the animals come and just want to sit next to you.
Maybe.
I bet, squirrels just try to come up next to you, want to sit next to you, deers, nature reveals itself to the right people.
Well, I believe that.
It's like springtime in Bambi, and your thumper.
You know what? That means a lot to me come from you, so thank you. Thank you for that.
If you don't got something nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
And I learned that from Bambi. Thumper learned it from his mom, and then he repeats it, and I thought, oh, that's probably a good idea.
That's right. They do say that.
Yeah.
They say a lot of things for animals.
Yeah.
Woodland creatures.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a good place for you. If I were to go, where's Gabe? Where is he?
In the forest.
In the forest.
Yeah. It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
That's my happy place.
I'm good with people.
You seem to be aligned. You're locked in.
What's the first music memory you ever had?
According to my mother, the first song that I ever really, really loved was Little Red Corvette by Prince.
Little Red Corvette.
Yeah, when I was a baby, apparently I would dance to this.
Who does?
And,
oh my God. I hugged him once. I almost crushed him.
Oh, God. That had to be an experience.
Yeah, he's a powerful man.
I imagine.
Was. He is still. I cried when
Also a great hooper, so you probably, I'm sure you guys played basketball together. We should invite him to the Y one of these days.
You're being kind.
Back in the day.
I'm not. My free throws are terrible.
Well, when you're dunking on everybody, free throws, right? They don't really
Hey.
Yeah. No, Prince was something special, but that was my mom says that was the first song that I was ever listening to as a baby. But as far as music, I remember my mom used to love kind of like R&B and soul and pop and that stuff. She loved Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, and then all the country, kind of old country music. My grandma, my grandpa. But in the '90s in middle school, we were all into the gangster rap. So that's
Oh
what
yeah.
it was all about.
Oh yeah. I love me some gangster rap.
Yeah,
love
the first record I ever bought that my mom let me buy with the parental advisory was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, Bone Thugs. Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna think when I'm gonna ride.
Dude, I don't know if we have clearance for it, but I also know that we don't even really know the words, so we probably won't get in trouble. So that was that. And then,
yeah.
Yep.
Talk about Greenhall, you know. You got ZZ Top, you got Leanne Rhymes, you got Chris Gustafson, you got Jerry Jeffers.
I played with the Reverend one time.
No.
Billy Gibbons.
Get out.
I sure did.
How fantastic is that?
That was amazing. We were at a fundraiser for the First Nations people up in Ontario, in Canada, where I'm shooting.
Wow.
In Hamilton, Ontario, over at the Six Nations Reserve. And my buddy Stevie Salas, who is part of Apache like me, puts together this like band for the event. Matt Sorum on drums, the original drummer for Guns N' Roses. Carmine Esposito, who played bass for David Bowie. Bernard Fowler, who plays with the Rolling Stones. Stevie, of course, and then Billy F. Gibbons. And
wow, Billy there.
Then Steve was like, "You want to come play LaGrange with Billy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love to." And so they brought me on stage to play, and I got to play with Billy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
He looked at me, it's like he wanted me to solo, and I just kept playing the riff because I wasn't about to try the solo.
And
he's like,
I was sticking to it.
And then he realized I wasn't going to do it, and he goes, he goes to the next guy.
All right. Well, you mind pulling out your axe? I'd love to take a look at this.
Sure. Okay, so this is this guitar has a story because when I was doing a show called Matador with Robert Rodriguez, and one day I had my guitar. It was like the first or second day of the shoot, and he kind of pulled it off my chair and started playing. He's like, "Whose is this?" I was like, "It's mine." He's like, "Oh, it's nice." He's like, "Man, I always bring mine. I forgot to." He says, "I'll bring it tomorrow." So he brought this guitar with him the next day, and we played every day at the Monitor. And then at some point he was like, "You know what? I'm going to give you this guitar." And I was like, "Oh, man, you don't have to do that." And then secretly I'm like, "Wow, that's amazing. I hope he does."
Oh, that's real special. That's real nice.
So we shot the whole first episode, and we wrapped at like 4 a.m. And when he's done. He's the director. He doesn't need to stay and load out. So literally he just grabbed the guitar, and he takes off. And then so I was like, "Oh, man, I guess he forgot." Yeah, that's all right. So I go home. It's about an hour drive from Simi Valley back to where I was living in Hollywood at the time. And I get a call at 6:30 a.m. I answer the phone, and it's Robert. And he's like, "Hey, Gabe." I was like, "What's up, Hefe?" He's like, "I forgot to give you that guitar, man." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, well, I hadn't thought about it." Of course I had been. And he's like, "Well, I got meetings all day, but I'll leave it with the concierge for you at the he always stays at the Four Seasons here on Doheny." I go back to bed for a little while, and I wake up, and I drive over to the Four Seasons. I walk up to the concierge. I was like, "Mr. Rodriguez, he left something for me." And the guy's like, "Oh, yeah." And so he goes back into the closet, comes back, brings out this guitar case with this guitar inside, and I open it up, and it just looks like, it's like Pulp Fiction. You know, it's like glowing.
Gold on your face.
And then I close the guitar, I latch her up, and I start walking out the front door, and the guy goes, "Hey." I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Are you El Mariachi?" And I just look down and look at him, and I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes,
I just walk out the door.
That's beautiful.
But that's where I got this guitar.
Wow,
and it's a 2002 Cordoba, Gypsy Kings limited edition. It actually belonged to one of the guitarists in the band.
Wow.
They gave it to Robert, and Robert gave it to me. So she's a little bit dinged up, kind of like Trigger. She's got all kinds of little cracks and stuff. But I feel like it opened up the sound.
Wow, that's amazing. Gabe, would you mind gracing us with a melody of any kind you like?
I'd be honored. This is for you, Cliff.
Thank you.
Check the clock, light a smoke, pack my bags. I walk to the window, wipe the frost off the glass. I see the sun there rising, my how it rises fast. So I turn up my coat and I start walking, sun at my back, toward the darkness, and in my coat pocket a letter written in her hand, and it read, "Baby, baby, wouldn't it be nice to leave this town and not think twice, but this is my home, and that would be a heavy price. But I know you gotta leave, you must take flight. head out of town on I-35. And if I'm late, leave without me, it'll be alright. So I'm headed to the edge of town, same old place she told me that she'd come around. The storm above me growing, but there ain't a sound, just the greyhound on the edge of town. On the edge of town, it's raining, it's pouring, it's coming down. Alone and searching for her, but she ain't around. Nowhere to be found on the edge of town. Wind and rain, I just wait. If I stay, she ain't gone yet. My fate's on the way. I run 'cause I'm wanted, and I see the lights of the law coming over the hill. The bus pulls in, the doors crash open, almost in the wind. Still not past hoping that you'll come running in, calling out my name. Talking about, baby, baby, I can't let you leave. Wherever you roam, will be taking me, and there I'll be, your woman always down to ride. Get out of town, forget all we know, move through the night, find a home, and stand there hand in hand and watch our love provide. But here I am on the edge of town, same old place she told me that she'd come around. The storm above me growing, but there ain't a sound, just the sirens and howls on the edge of town. On the edge of town, it's raining, it's pouring, it's coming down. The lawmen coming swarming and they all around. You're nowhere to be found on the edge of town. Then suddenly all the world goes hazy. The sound of sirens fading, their guns are drawn and aiming, and maybe it's best to let them take me. Surrender to them safely. But I can't live without my baby. So here I am on the edge of town, same old place she told me that she'd come around. I draw my pistol and blast off around. Now I'm on the ground. I woke up.
Louie, you like that song? My goodness, look at you. That was amazing.
The Quiche Show. All right.